What would you do if someone you loved suddenly disappeared without a trace? No goodbye. No warning. Nothing. That's exactly what happened when a young woman vanished one ordinary evening and left an entire town searching for answers. Friends panicked. Family members begged for help. Police launched a massive investigation. Search parties filled the streets. Missing person posters appeared everywhere. People feared the worst. But what nobody realized was that the missing woman was secretly watching the entire investigation unfold, because she hadn't been kidnapped. She hadn't been harmed. She had planned the whole thing herself. And the deeper investigators looked, the stranger the case became. She was described as friendly, reliable, and completely normal. The kind of person nobody expected to suddenly vanish. Coworkers said she was polite and hardworking. Friends described her as thoughtful and caring. Neighbors waved to her every morning. Nobody imagined she could disappear without explanation. The night she vanished, nothing seemed unusual. She responded to messages normally, went about her evening routine, and even spoke with family shortly before disappearing. Then suddenly, her phone stopped responding. Hours passed. Nobody could reach her. By the next morning, panic had completely taken over. Her car was discovered abandoned near a hiking trail outside town. Her purse was still inside. Keys untouched. Phone missing. And one detail terrified investigators most: there were no signs of struggle, no witnesses, no evidence. It was as if she had simply disappeared into thin air. Police immediately feared something terrible had happened. Search teams were deployed across nearby forests. Helicopters scanned wooded areas from above. Volunteers searched day and night, hoping to find any clue at all. News stations interrupted broadcasts with updates. Social media exploded with theories. People across the country followed the case obsessively, hoping she would somehow be found alive. As days turned into weeks, the mystery only grew darker. Friends appeared on television crying and begging for answers. Family members described the emotional nightmare of not knowing whether she was alive or dead. Thousands of people shared her missing person posters online. Entire communities came together to search nearby areas. But despite the massive investigation, investigators kept running into dead ends. No confirmed sightings, no ransom demands, no forensic evidence, nothing. But while detectives searched for clues, small details quietly started bothering investigators. Witness statements conflicted, timelines shifted. Certain parts of her personal life felt strangely hidden. Some friends admitted they didn't actually know much about her past. Others realized she avoided discussing certain topics entirely. Then, detectives discovered something unexpected. Days before vanishing, she had secretly withdrawn a large amount of cash, not enough to immediately alarm anyone, but enough to raise serious questions. Then came another discovery: a second phone, one nobody close to her knew existed. And suddenly, investigators started considering a possibility nobody wanted to believe. What if she didn't want to be found? As detectives dug deeper, they uncovered a side of her life hidden from almost everyone. Secret online accounts, private conversations, encrypted messages, evidence suggesting she may have been planning something for months. Investigators discovered searches related to changing identities, traveling anonymously, and disappearing without leaving evidence. Then, investigators made a breakthrough that changed everything. Surveillance footage. Hours after she was reported missing, a woman matching her description appeared at a bus station in another city, wearing different clothes, hair altered, trying not to be recognized. At first, detectives weren't completely certain it was her, until enhanced footage confirmed the horrifying truth. The missing woman was alive, and she was running. The discovery shocked the entire country. People who had spent weeks searching for her couldn't believe it. Volunteers who risked their safety looking through forests felt betrayed. Family members were devastated. News coverage exploded overnight as investigators tried to understand why someone would fake their own disappearance so convincingly. But the deeper authorities investigated, the stranger the story became. Authorities later discovered she had secretly been living a completely different life online. Different identities, different stories, different relationships. Some people in other states knew her by entirely different names. Investigators learned she had carefully planned the disappearance weeks in advance. The abandoned car, the missing phone, the hiking trail. Every detail had been staged. She had researched how missing person investigations worked. She knew exactly how to create panic, exactly how to disappear. And while friends and family desperately searched for her, she was secretly starting over somewhere else, completely hidden. Investigators eventually traced financial activity connected to fake accounts and discovered she had been communicating with people online using identities nobody around her had ever heard of. Some reports claimed she had spoken about wanting to escape her old life. Others believed she was hiding financial problems and personal secrets from everyone close to her. But even investigators struggled to fully understand her real motive. When authorities finally located her, the story became even stranger. Reports claimed she appeared calm, almost detached, like she never fully understood why people were so shocked. Investigators questioned her for hours, trying to understand why someone would willingly disappear and let the world believe something terrible had happened. Some believed she wanted attention. Others believed she wanted control. Some thought she simply wanted a completely different life. But even after the truth came out, many questions remained unanswered. People who once defended her now struggled to process what had happened. Friends wondered if they had ever truly known her at all. Family members were left emotionally shattered. Entire communities felt manipulated. Because while everyone feared she had become the victim of a terrible crime, she had secretly been watching the entire search unfold from a distance. And maybe the most disturbing part of all was how believable everything seemed. Because sometimes, the people who appear the most ordinary are hiding entire secret lives beneath the surface. And this was the woman who faked her own disappearance. Follow for more shocking true crime stories.